All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 3, Episode 18.
Okay. The lover's stand has been
Lovers,
defeated.
he done.
Yeah,
He may have a stand, but he can no longer stand.
Yeah.
So with the next episode, essentially having no direct kind of tie-ins from the previous one, it's been a while since they've done that.
Right, because usually they'll have a little tie-in.
A little bit, yeah, exactly. So
Dio,
with
maybe?
this one, we might actually be getting some Dio, potentially. We could be getting more along the lines of kind of the slice of life journey stuff. Yeah. We could be getting kind of a segue bit where it's like not really going to be filler, but it's going to be more like
see the JoBros all on
interactions and
segues.
stuff.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. But if anything, I love seeing the JoBros all together.
Yep.
Maybe they'll finally get some time to kind of, do a little memoriam for Avdol or something. I don't know. I'm very excited to see like where they eventually make kind of the transition towards, okay, we're getting close to Egypt. We need to come up with a plan for once we're there. What do we do?
Yeah.
Like,
do we just walk in and be like, hey, Dio, let's fight? Hope it goes well.
Or it's going to be more of a thing of like, we need to get as much info on him, so let's use Hermit Purple and let's be really smart about this. That kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into this one. Whoa. Is that the sun? Oh, yeah.
I guess so.
It's hot. It's hot out here.
It's high noon. Is this
trying to get some respite from the sun, I guess.
Sure. This almost seems like one of those things where it'll be like 12 hours earlier.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think you're right.
Wait, that looks awful close.
That's a stand. That's a stand.
But that looked like the sun, or a sun. Like much smaller, but...
It's a sun stando! Stardust 9年目の目覚めに呼ばれて男たちは向かうよ素直こわりじゃにシャリアのゆだらなやらに合うカルマ光で立つさだめさくらんさくらんさくらん打ち込むのはオラやオラやオラや誇りのれただただただブレイクダウンブレイクダウン拳放つつまるビジョンスタンプ
You got this.
Woo! Barely did it. Oh, dang.
Son.
Okay. Dang, that's a lot of money.
While you're conducting business. He messed up his hair.
Yeah. No, I'll bet it's not. Yeah, good point.
We must always drive in style.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Okay.
Okay. Whoa!
これがこの国の普通の人々の暮らしぶりらしい。華僑員。いや、こんなに見晴らしのいい場所だ。
Are you gonna get a kakyo in focus for this episode?
つい誰かに見られているような気分がして振り返ってしまう。岩山があるので道路がぐるっと回り込んでいる。車だと2日はかかってしまうらしい。だから村の住民はセスナ機で移動しているということだ。
There we go. Thank you.
今まではスタンド使いによる攻撃のせいで墜落し、他の人々を犠牲にしたくなるので飛行機には乗らなかったが、
You don't have piloting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, especially with you as the pilot.
Glad he brought up Joseph's track record.
Yeah.
Cool. Camel, yeah. Well, you get over it. You'll have fun. He has no idea what he's doing. Yep. Joseph is just made of money, I guess. Sure. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh, gotcha. Okay. But then they have to trade for something else just beyond the camels. Like they should get something in addition then. It's true. Yeah. He's a very strange fella, yep. And that's... I watched that movie. Oh my gosh. You idiot. You slept through half of it 2 of those times. Oh no, what is this? Oh, okay. Keep the fingers flat. Okay, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was waiting for them to go really fast. The eyes just moving. Yep, he fell off. Yep. Wait, what is that hanging from the saddle?
It looks like a broken palm tree.
It looks like a broken palm tree. What the heck?
Or is
Wait.
that intentional?
That has to be intentional.
To hide their tracks, maybe?
Oh, that's kind of clever.
So that, like, stand users can't follow them or something?
Right, good call, good call. You can't look into the sun.
How could the sun be a stand?
It's not, it's something hiding within the sun's blinding light. Like,
Sure.
like it could be something that looks like the sun. Whoa!
気温が50度もあるぜ。確かに暑いな。しかし今の時間が一番暑い時間じゃ。8時。
Wait. Yeah, it's already night. The sun should be down.
10分。おい、じじ。やはりか。うっかりしていたが、どういうことだ。午後8時を過ぎているというのに。なぜ太陽が沈まない
Cause that is no sun!
バカな太陽が西からぐんぐん昇ってきているぞまさかあの太陽がスタンド
Yep. Yep. How do you fight this thing? I can't. Where's the
They don't
user
have
though?
Saitama around.
あの太陽がスタンドだとサウナ風呂でも30分以上入るのは危
Yeah.
険とされている
Camels, oh
どう
crap.
やって戦う
And camels are usually real good against the
彼
heat.
の気温が70度に上がったぞ
Whoa.
太陽のスタンド遠いのか近いのかもわからねえぜスタンで出会ったラバーズのように遠くから操作できるやつだったら
Yep.
どうする
Then you'd be screwed.
Right.
それは考えられんし
Right. Okay. Oh, the camels! No! Crap! Will it go? Yeah. Oh! Oh, that's bad. Making a hole in the ground. Alright, good idea. Oh! Shoot. Nice! Very nice. And he just it just burrows. That would actually be genius. They could oro their way and burrow through the desert. Okay, I'm racking my brain trying to think about like. This is a great part one, obviously. You know, right. Just set up for a.
I don't know how they'll get out of this, and yeah,
heat stroke.
They'll need another episode. Oh no! It started in the binoculars were. Okay. I thought it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Boy, you're really starting to lose it, kid. Oh my gosh.
Kakyoin's going crazy.
Knock him out, knock him out.
Oh no. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's all up to you, Joseph.
You gotta start getting clever.
Oh my god! Yep.
Oh. 何のことだ?
今度は反対側にあるあそこの岩を見てください。
反対側?
Oh.
まだ気づきませんか?
Yeah, they're the exact same. Yeah. Oh, they weren't crazy. They were laughing because they figured it out. Oh, he's just gonna throw a rock right through it. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. A mirror.
Wait.
What? No way. And we were just saying that it would take at least the second episode. What?
こいつは鏡だ。
見てください。鏡の四角のこのメカを。結構快適ですよ。エアコンまでついてる。
ああ、砂漠の景色を映しながら鏡の後ろに。
What? Joseph's just like.
こいつもうやっつけちまったってことか? もう
It's over?
こいつの名前も知らないのに太陽のちゃんとは綺麗に片付いたのか?
This is so meta. I love it. It really is. Sun retires.
なかなかすごい敵だったが。
It's just another.
Wow.
次の目的地へ行きましょう。それにしても砂漠の夜は冷えますね。
待て、夜の行軍は
Wait.
今夜はここで野営するとしよう。
夢が見れそうだ。
But the moon is coming next.
ちゃん
But this episode. What was this episode? Like at some level, JoJo's just starts to like not care, and we're like, we're gonna have some fun. Oh wow. That was hilarious. I just love the idea that Joseph thinking like, no, oh my god, it's going to be, we're all gonna die, and then they're like, I can look at it. It's a mirror, dude. Okay, all right. That was hilarious.
Wow. Okay, so and the way they built it up at the beginning too, like menacing, you know, with all being like, oh no, this is gonna be horrible, what's gonna happen, all this build up, and then it's over like that.
Yep, just grab a rug. One hit, one shot, one kill. Yeah.
Now here's the real question, okay. I guess the stand user must have been really stupid because he wasn't taking into account, he didn't know what basically would actually be reflected on the mirror. So he just happened to have it be the very thing that they could spot. Whereas if it had been anywhere else and it had just been a reflection of like the horizon or something.
Well, right, but it couldn't technically have, like, as long as they're able to see the mirror, you know, they would be able to see the stand and be affected by it. So maybe it is just a matter of having a slightly better thing to reflect back. But he had to reflect back something.
Yeah. Because if he was below the horizon, right?
Okay.
Then it would just be the ground, right? If the reflection is just the ground, then they'd just see the ground and that's fine.
But then they would see two places where the ground is the same.
Right, but if it's on, like, because you know the place they were in was fairly nondescript, they might not have noticed. Whereas with the rock, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but
yeah, it is curious though. Like why does the stand being the sun,
right,
or the reflection of the point being is it seems like it's something where I don't really want to look into it. One, because I don't think I'm smart enough to figure out exactly what they were trying to do here, but also because it's JoJo's and
right. Well, I
don't know how literal they want us to be about this whole thing.
I get the idea that they took out the stand user when Star Platinum threw the rock, and that's why the stand went away.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, but that was so creative, so hilarious. Yes! Like I'm thinking, like they're in some serious trouble. Like how are they going to get out of this one? And then just, and it's over, and that's it.
So, so
wow.
like,
wow,
the just the whole build up to it made it really thematically feel like this really intense thriller episode of just like the bright horror, you know?
Yeah.
And there's nothing scarier than the idea of the end of the world being like the sun moves like 1,000 miles closer to the earth.
Right.
You know, even if like, I mean, it's a little bit like ridiculous to think about, but if the sun was like, you know, just any closer really, you know, like 1,000 miles closer, the whole world would essentially be doomed. Like that's how much of a big deal, like, you know, it would be. But the idea that things were escalating from 30 or what was it, 50 degrees Celsius?
50 degrees Celsius.
Went up to 70 degrees.
70. Yeah, and like like
they would be dead.
Yeah, because if 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you've got 9/5, like you're talking like that is not survivable temperatures. like because 100 degrees Celsius is boiling for water, you know, so 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right.
So
Yeah, 70 degrees Celsius doesn't exist on anywhere on the planet.
Yeah.
On the surface.
Right. Hopefully.
You'd have to go... There's no recorded temperatures being that hot. I think the hottest recorded temperature, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but it was just under 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which sounds to me like that would be around like high 40s degrees Celsius, maybe.
Right. I mean, you could
maybe
probably
low 50s.
You could probably get like a hot box or something, in like a greenhouse in a hot area or something like that.
No, but naturally occurring. Of course, I'm not talking about a sauna
Yeah.
or any kind of weird thing like that. But yeah, I love that little random thing of like being in a sauna for 30 minutes alone is actually
can start causing some problems.
cause problems.
Yeah.
But just for being a really intense episode is actually really funny because
all those trading bits of like getting the car, swapping it for the camels and getting the water, but then Joseph doesn't know how to actually ride them, and
you get the idea almost that this was a like I don't know if this would be like a manga chapter or a basically a section of story, and the creator was it
Araki.
Araki, yes. Araki is basically like, I'm going to teach them about this area of the Middle East, and it's going to be really cool, and we're going to talk about camels, and we're going to go through all this stuff in detail, and we have to have a stand in here somewhere, so let's do this.
How will we do this?
I've got this stand, let's port them here.
Right.
And then we're going to have the characters riff on the idea that the story, the mini story, is over so quickly by having to be like, what? That was it? It's over?
Like that was
so perfect, so genius.
That was amazing.
It's like, you remember that one with the car, how they broke the fourth wall like twice or three times or something?
Yeah.
This one, they're like, we are so close to breaking the fourth wall.
Like they literally had him throw a rock through a mirror, which, I mean, like that's not punching through the screen.
No,
that's not that level. But
it's a tease at it. Yes, it was very funny.
Also, they brought up the idea that I had been talking about for a while of just getting it like a small a small personal plane,
small single propeller, four-person.
Exactly.
Plane.
Yeah, 4-person now, right?
Oh, that's why Abdul had to die. Sick bastards!
I'm pretty sure.
I hate you people.
It's probably like a 6-person plane or something, or an 8-person plane. Like those are.
Abdul didn't have to die. I mean, this actually brings up a very interesting point. Like them going this way is going to slow things down dramatically. No camels, just walking. Like just bringing that up.
True.
They
had like 2 camels at the end, I think. So they can double up.
Oh, that would actually be kind of fun. So Kakyoin and Jotaro will probably be on the same
and then
camel.
Polnareff and
Joseph. But the funny thing is that like
at least enough to get to the spot where they can buy the Cessna.
Right. Like when they get to a point where they're actually there and able to get the small plane and stuff, they probably could get most of the way there
pretty
with
quick.
just that. So what I'm guessing is going to happen is we're about to make things slow down a lot because they're going to have to deal with the desert. It's kind of like that section in the Avatar bit where they're like, this is rough. Like, we're not in the best place right now.
But at the same time, they might have just basically... This episode might have been them just laughing at that and being like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll make you think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do something completely different. Nope, they're done. They're already...
That's possible. But they are almost out of water. So
that's true.
I don't know.
But they don't... But the plan was to not actually go through the desert. That's what the plan was for. It was to get to the place where they can get the plane and then fly over the desert.
I gotcha.
But yeah.
But this is still the desert. They're just not wanting to go over the Saudi Arabia desert. Like
that.
Yeah, that's a lot of of kilometers, a lot of miles.
Yep.
So this episode has like very little to discuss upon. I think the main thing that we could bring up in this episode is that JoJo's will bring up these moments that will have our characters kind of have to react to them almost.
Yeah.
So in a way, we're kind of reacting on reactions, which I find to be kind of funny. Unfortunately, there's not much story involved there. But I gotta say, Joseph Joestar's, oh my god!
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! like his like over dramatized English expletives were so funny.
And I can't even use my secret technique.
I can't even use my secret technique here. Like okay guys, like come on. We know that if like they weren't willing to kind of survey the environment, they could have had Star Platinum burrow them a tunnel and just kind of, and they just kind of go around, and the other stand users would be like, "Nani?" Like, I didn't think of this. Like,
that would have been amazing.
And they'd have to reveal themselves, and they would have found out that like, while they were doing that, Kakyoin was waiting at the hole and waiting for something to move. And then suddenly he's like, Emerald Splash! And then they get the stand user, and then they pop up, and, problem solved. I like my way of solving things because it's stupid, and
I prefer JoJo's just... And the way you think they're going crazy from the heat stroke, and you're like, oh my gosh, Joseph's gonna be the only one. We're gonna get another, like, Joseph-centric episode, even though this one kind of already was.
It was a very good misdirect. Like, we genuinely thought they were screwed.
Yep.
Like, the creepy factor of having Jotaro laugh like that. I was like, oh, no, please stop.
Because he's always so obsessed with being
cool and mysterious
that he'd never willingly laugh like that.
So they were willingly laughing like that. Yep. They were laughing at each other, laughing at the discovery of the thing that was so stupid.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think it's really funny to think about is that, like, we talk about how silly JoJo's can be, but our main characters, mostly for the sake of plot, are extremely smart to be able to figure this kind of thing out.
Yes.
Or at least very observant. They know what kind of things to look for.
Right. Well, with JoJo's, there's always like that little bit of like them cleverly being able to just sort of say something and have it tie into the plot at this convenient time. Like the whole thing of why not just have it be like a lever stand? It's like, well, no, because since the more powerful it is, it has to be closer. Oh, okay. There we go. That works.
Well, that's the kind of thing that's tied into the world building stuff.
Exactly.
But that didn't help them figure out anything beyond just that the stand user was probably in eyesight. Yeah.
And then, more of the thing of like that they would all notice the mirror thing. Like that that rock looks exactly like that rock. Let's throw a rock at it.
Or throw a rock at the perfect angle by which... That's the precision thing that's actually a little bit crazy, is that he knew, based on the reflection of the rock, he knew which one was the reflection, for one.
Well, because the shadow. There was the...
Oh, the shadow. You're right. So there's the false shadow, but then he knows based on the angle of which they're seeing it with that over there, he's able to essentially like zoom into where the mirror would have to be. But he got so lucky
that he hit the dude right on the forehead.
Right on the forehead and like... basically killed him. I mean, if you got hit with a rock moving that fast through the mirror with glass in it,
but the fact
you're very lucky you're not dead.
But the fact that Star Platinum was able to throw it that accurately and somehow hit the dude right in the noggin, like without actually being able to see him.
Well, that's the stand's power. That's the whole thing with the stand, is the precision. Mm-hmm. And I like that we bring up that the stand is physically strong, but there have been plenty of stands that were faster and more physically strong than Star Platinum.
I'm just talking about the idea of precision when you can't actually see what you're being precise about.
Well, if you know where... You can imagine a target reticle in your mind and just be precise at throwing at that.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying that because there's nothing physical there to hone in on, it makes it harder to see?
No.
It's kind of like how Hinata visualizes in Haikyuu the
No, I totally get that.
It.
But the idea that, yes, he hits the mirror. Awesome. But the fact that not only he hit the mirror on exactly the right spot he needed to for it to go through the mirror, and it hit the stand user in the head.
Yep. JoJo's, man. All right, guys, this is a lot of fun, really ridiculous episode. If you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out that link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us about stories or stands or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.